With anyone, with client, with colleagues, with spouse, with boss. Are those things important? But it's not urgent, right? So this is what we had classified as 4 quadrants. So urgent and important. So of course, important deadlines, you have to do it. See, crises, if there are any emergencies, right? Somebody says that in the dairy there was a blast or fire. So at that time, that becomes urgent and important, right? Last minute preparations, those are urgent and important. What is quadrant 2? Relationship building, personal development. Remember we talked about learning to type or learning time management skills. Are those urgent? Right? If you don't learn typing, कल आपका काम होगा या नहीं होगा? It will be there, but we don't do that. Learning, employee training, exercise and health. You think those are important? Exercise and health? See, we neglect it, and one day we have to go to the doctor and he says कि आपका blood pressure high है, या आपको diabetes borderline पे है, or those kinds of things. Then it becomes urgent and important. Yes or no? Okay. And then, of course, this is quadrant 4, which is some phone calls, excessive TV, right? Somebody said that watching cricket. Now, of course, we need to be entertained because it's a relaxation activity. So, we are not saying that all TV is bad, but excessive TV is bad. Has it ever happened to you? I would sit down to watch one show, and then by the time that show is over, they are saying कि अभी तो next और important show आ रहा है, and I flip channels और 8 बजे से बैठे हो और रात को 11 बज गए, एक के बाद एक TV channel change कर रहे हैं. Has it happened to you? Right? It happens, right? A lot of times. So watching TV was okay. You go home, you have dinner or whatever else, you are relaxing, so that is fine. But when it turns to excessive, that is fine. Surfing on the internet as a what? I think let me check my mails, and then afterwards, 3 hours later, I find out I know everything about Sachin Tendulkar runs and all that, but I haven't planned anything about what am I going to do tomorrow, right? So those are the activities that fall in quadrant 4, and these are the ones that are dangerous because they think that these are important. अभी यहाँ पर phone बजता है, तो we think we have to pick it up. When you are working and someone visits your office, तो आप अपना काम कर रहे हो, फिर भी वो होता है. So interruptions, what we call it, they fall over here. ठीक है ना? So if we were to name these quadrants, what would you name them? Quadrant 4 को क्या कहेंगे? Or let us think of it in other terms. Let's say if I am a person who spends most of my time in quadrant 4, what kind of person would I become? Time wasting, फिर lazy. I would hardly able to achieve anything. It's a quadrant that is completely wasteful, right? ठीक है, let's take any other one. What happens if I spend all my time in urgent and important? Is it good? Is it bad? Exactly. If we spend too much time in quadrant 1, then it causes a lot of stress and a lot of unnecessary tension. Okay? Some people's jobs are like that. So if I spend too much time over there, because this requires attention, right? If there is an accident, if there is an angry customer, if the boss wants the report now, or if the boss says you have to attend this meeting, those are the kinds of things that are urgent and important. But if I spend all my time over here, then what is going to happen? Eventually, I will burn out, right? You understand burnout, right? You get tired, you're not able to do things, so that is what happens. What about if I spend most of my time here? What kind of person would I become? कुछ अचीव नहीं होगा. See, all the time it seems like I'm running from here to there, I'm picking up the phone, I'm attending meeting, I'm going there, I'm going here, and then eventually कुछ होता है achievement के हिसाब से? Not much, right? So this is a quadrant of disguise. मतलब हमको ऐसा लगता है कि हम बहुत busy हैं, बहुत काम कर रहे हैं, lot of activity, but not much result, right? How about quadrant 2? If you spend most of the time in quadrant 2, सबसे अच्छा है, very good, that's nice. Quadrant 2 सबसे अच्छा है, लेकिन उससे क्या होगा? What kind of person would I become?
More planned, but more organized.
More organized, right? Long time benefit, correct? Yes or no? An action that is not a repeat of what anyone else has done. And first time, we'll all watch. And second and third time, what are we going to do? Follow. Right. So let's have a round of applause for him. When you see a bad movie, you tell your friend one of the two things. बहुत अच्छा था. Don't miss it, right? So when you have suffered, make sure everyone else suffers, right? So do an action where it is very difficult for them to do it, or it's silly, or whatever else. So we all have to do this, right? We all have to do this, right? Okay, ready? So that was the demo. Now this is real. Okay, let's all do it. What is it?
शार्पन द सॉ. मेरे कहने से पहले आपने बता दिया है. वेरी नाइस. तो शार्पन द सॉ का तो स्टोरी सुनी है ना आपने? सब लोगों ने सुनी होगी शार्पन द सॉ की. वुड कटर वाली है ना. तो पहले दिन वुड कटर जाता है अपनी कुल्हाड़ी से या अपनी आरी से वुड काटने के लिए स्टार्ट कर देता है और पहले दिन 10 पेड़ काटता है. सेकेंड डे ही इज इवन मोर एंथुसियास्टिक. ही सेज कि आज तो मैं कम से कम 12 पेड़ काटूंगा. Like cut 12 trees. लेकिन he goes and he is able to cut only 8. He starts blaming himself. बोलता है कि third day I'll wake up 1 hour early and I'll work 1 hour late and I'll cut at least 10. पहले मेरा टारगेट 10 था. तो वो जाता है तो उस तीसरे दिन सिर्फ 5 ट्री काट पाता है. So the smart boss comes in and tells him कि what is the problem, right? What do you think is the problem? बिल्कुल. He is not taking time to sharpen the saw. Right? When you take time to sharpen the saw, so the woodcutter says कि लेकिन मैं saw sharpen करने के लिए बैठूंगा तो मेरा टाइम बिगड़ेगा, मुझे बहुत काम है. ये बात गलत है या सही है? गलत है. तो आप लोग भी ऐसा ही करते हो. ट्रेनिंग में आने के लिए is coming to training is like sharpening the saw. Yes or no? लेकिन आप क्या कहते हो? मुझे बहुत काम है यार, शार्पन सॉ नहीं करोगे और फिर कम पेड़ काटते रहते हो, राइट? पहले 10 कटे फिर 8 कटे फिर 5 कटे. ठीक है ना? So sharpen the saw, is it important?
Yes.
Why is it important? Because consistent performance. और effective का मतलब क्या है? Production as well as production capability. P as well as PC, right? आप P करते रहो और PC improve नहीं कर रहे हो तो क्या होगा? Down, 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 down. तो PC improve करने के लिए आपको खुद को भी 5 मिनट रेस्ट करना है और कुल्हाड़ी को भी तेज करना है आपकी. Yes?